Have you ever had one of those conversations or about a topic or a subject that is very controversial or touchy, and you have to be so careful about treading lightly on, and you don't want to say you don't want to say the wrong thing because someone might take it the wrong way and end up in this big fight and just builds. That's kind of what I want to talk to you about today, but I want to come at it from a different angle, not a angle of necessarily pushing my beliefs on you, but an angle where just to inform you, just to give you more information about this subject. And this subject today that I want to speak to you about is evolution. Evolution versus creation has been going on for quite some time now. People believe that there's a God. People believe there's not a God. We came from this, but we didn't come from that, or whatever the case is. Um, I just want to give you some more information about that. And I think the most obvious question to start with is, what is evolution? The Encyclopedia of Philosophy refers to evolution as a change or growth that occurs over a certain period of time. And that, in the case of human evolution, we're talking about how humans have changed or developed, or where they came from, or their origin, um, in that way. There's two different beliefs. Most well held beliefs are two different things. One, the University of California at Berkeley says that we came from a single cell to where we are now, and that we're not any higher or lower than other animals such as monkeys or sharks or dolphins, but that we're not more highly evolved or anything like that. That we just come from a simple cell, but we're not any more evolved. We just have different traits. We're able to talk. We're able to communicate just in a different way than they are. And then the other theory that evolution states is that there was again just a single cell, but we have evolved from a chimpanzee or a monkey, whatever you want to call it, and to where we are now, to where we are talking and functional and communicate with as we communicate. The other side of this argument against evolution is creation, and that's where a God, a higher being, created all of us for a specific purpose on Earth. As to where evolution is just more, we just kind of happened by chance. We just came to happen because of random events for the most part, and we're here just because we got lucky. But evolution hasn't been a highly debated topic up until about 150 years ago, when Charles Darwin wrote *Origin of the Species* in 1859, and that is when evolution really began to take off. People began to think of it as a real possibility, and that's partly because some of the fact that they were able to test it. Science started becoming really, really popular, and testing things and testing theories, and evolution they felt like was testable, and it became a very popular thing to discuss and test. And so the Encyclopedia of Philosophy shows that philosophers such as Socrates and Descartes and Augustine had talked about the idea of evolution even back before Christ, before the turn where we went from BC to AD. We're talking 400 BC, and they were talking about the idea of evolution. But Darwin's book, *Origin of the Species*, really began to send it and take off. And that Darwin's three main ideas were variation, competition, and heritability. And those all revolve around us growing and developing, and like survival of the fittest. And we just became the fittest. We became ones who are on top of the food chain, or what some people call the tree of life, where it just gives we can just go straight down from us to the next organism, to eventually getting down to the very bottom of the food chain. And there has been a lot of money and research spent on evolution, or towards the idea of evolution, just trying to find out more. But but they are just what I said. They're theories. That's still at this point. I'm not saying it's proven. I'm not saying it can't be proved. I'm not saying it won't be proved. I'm just saying they're still theories. Just like however many years ago the world was flat, we have since known that the world is not flat, and we thought everything revolved around us instead of us revolving around the sun. And so, those theories were proven to be untrue. Evolution still might become untrue, or who knows? Maybe we get a absolute first certain foundation where we figure out that, hey, evolution was real. This is how it happened from here to here to here, with no questions about it. There's still a lot of questions out there. There's still a lot of missing links with evolution, but I'm not saying one way or the other. But there's still some missing links in the chain for evolution. One of the things that helps it, though, is the similarity of the species. There's a lot of common characteristics between us and some of the other animals, and that's what a lot of people base their idea or their argument for evolution. And evolution is just a theory, but I hope now that you're able to, if you're going to argue, you're a little bit more well informed and have an idea where people are coming from, whether you're on the creation side, on the evolution side. I'm not giving you I'm not telling you my side. I'm just not trying to persuade you. I just wanted to inform you, and I hope this helps. Thank you.